Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got, I guess you can call a playlist reaction for you, man. 10-song playlist instead of an album. Usually, album reactions consist of a max of 10 songs, a total of about 45 minutes, that sort of thing. But in this case, it's actually a playlist compiled by Jennifer Mira. And Jennifer has sent us a playlist featuring the Trans Siberian Orchestra, or TSO for short. I've heard of them. I don't know if I'm familiar with their music, but we'll see. Now, Jennifer says, I compiled a 10-song playlist of what I consider some of their greatest songs. A combination of studio and live tracks, including a cover of Emerson, Lake and Palmer's Nut Rocker, where Greg Lake himself is the bassist. And fun side note, one of Joe Satriani's former students, Alex Skolnick, is a guitarist for TSO. All right, man, so there you go. They're all connected in the music business, especially all the icons of rock. So let's check this out, man. Trans Siberian Orchestra, or TSO. So many different kinds of things coming to this platform. TSO, Jennifer's playlist. Let's get it.
All of your life now you have denied there'd be a time when you'd ever die. Still it's been rumored this thing must be. Why is it then that you act surprised when I appear now to be your guide? Why do you hesitate to follow me? See it rising, stare and wonder, hear it beckon you to dance, feel it hold you, take you under. I'm your god of second chance. And now you claim you are not prepared. So much to do, you cannot be spared. Still your entreaties death will not hear. The graveyard is filled with important men who could not be spared, but were in the end. And so I whisper now in your ear. See it rising, stare and wonder, hear it beckon you to dance, feel it hold you, take you under. I'm your god of second chance, second chance,
Somebody's
second
being
chance, second chance.
was interesting. I can't hear you, dude. I missed what he said. Just turn this up, man. Imagine going to something like this. Did I just see dragons flying in the back? I wonder who the person is that conceived this and put it together. Who is the founder, man? Nice. Wow, what a shot. Nice. What a presentation, holy. I know this tune, but why can't I think of the title? Is that the name of the title? Night Castle? great musicianship, great arranging, very thematic. He is tickling those bastards. Or she. Classics, but with some thunder added. Gotta like that. Right on. These guys are definitely in a genre all by themselves. Sure there's a storyline going on as this music is playing. I feel like I should have some sort of a guide to kind of read along. I'm sure these guys have got something in the way of a concept album. Aftermath of a great battle. People are now falling. Right on. Trying to think of the person who put this together. Did he first conceive this when he was like a kid, and now his dream is realized? How did this all come together? Their origins.
dark. A single thought is a spark that ignites and it burns as it spreads across the night. It detects and protects as its light it calls forth. Einstein, Edison, Tesla, Eddington, Prometheus was the one that first showed us how far minds could see changing. Destiny's nothing has to be if we wish it. There comes a time to decide, to reunite or divide. And if the world's blind to sparks, to be the voice in the dark.
Nice. How many of you have seen these guys live? Must be quite an experience. Would you consider this your best experience live, like comparing it to orchestras and operas, that sort of thing? Stage, theatrics. Let me know. That'd be awesome to see these guys live. Wow. I can't help but think about the stories being told with these pieces. organ's got such a nice, unique sound to it. Whenever you say organ to me now, I no longer think of church. I think of Emerson. I think of Jones. I think of John Lord. People like that. Right on.
Oh, I like that. That's nice. Let's take it from the top. Cold cash, quick dash. Don't know nothing else I can say. Cops come, can't run. Lawyers just gotta delay. What crime? Sunshine. Can't be anything that I did. I was used so confused, they were man couldn't count, but I never did nothing I hid. Gotta just leave low, time is on my side. Let the clocks roll on, say I can't decide. Let the clocks roll on, I have no regrets. Let the clocks roll on, let the clocks roll on, let the clocks roll on. 'Cause I'm not dead yet. Wild child, nice style. Fashion is whatever you wear. No sin begins. Understanding who really cares. It's free with a small fee. When words don't mean what they say. Call them out, let them down, let them sweat with regret that the games you'll no longer play. Gotta just lay low, time is on my side. Let the clocks roll on, say I can't decide. Let the clocks roll on, I have no regrets. Let the clocks roll on, let the clocks roll on, let the clocks roll on. 'Cause we're not dead yet.
was great. Something else. Look at that granite. You talk about presentation. Holy shit. I love those arms like raised and took the guitar players up. That's the making of the next Jimmy Page right there. It's a good crew.
Like we said, this was the very first show, and the bottom of our hearts, this was a really brilliant night and day for all of us. We can't wait to see the crowd tonight, but you guys, thank you again. We're the Trans Siberian Orchestra. Peace, and good night, Green Bay!
That's awesome. Okay. Nice. What a great stage presentation. Holy crap. I wonder if they do encores. It would take so much to probably do a damn encore. Man, I would check that out soon. All right. So there we have it, folks. Jennifer's 10 favorite tracks. Her TSO 10-song playlist. Fantastic. Good stuff, Jennifer. Holy. Trans Siberian Orchestra. And no, even though I've heard the title, the name of the band, I am certainly not familiar with their musical pieces. Now I know that these guys have done Christmas stuff, and maybe I'm familiar with that. But yeah, as far as I go right now, where all of these tracks are concerned, no, it's a first, man. This was excellent, let me tell you. So let's do this, man. Let's do a quick review and find out how the hell this concept came about for an orchestra, a rock orchestra. A rock orchestra with a fantastic stage show like this. You know, this is some grandiose, very, very big thinking on the part of someone. I don't know if they started when they were young with this imagination or they just kind of grew into it. Let's find out about these guys, man. Sorry, I gotta sit up in my chair. Come into the screen a bit. Trans Siberian Orchestra TSO is an American rock band founded in '96 by producer, composer, and lyricist Paul O'Neill, who brought together John Oliva and Al Petrelli, both members of Savatage, and keyboardist and co-producer Robert Kinkel to form the core of the creative team. O'Neill died on April 5th, 2017. The band gained in popularity when they began touring in '99 after completing their second album, The Christmas Attic, the year previous. In 2007, the Washington Post referred to them as an American rock juggernaut and described their music as Pink Floyd meets Yes and The Who at Rapid City Music Hall. Alright, yeah man, their stage show definitely would rival that of Pink Floyd, if not surpass it. I don't know, what do you think? TSO has sold more than 10 million concert tickets and over 10 million albums. The band has released a series of rock operas, Christmas Eve and Other Stories, The Christmas Attic, Beethoven's Last Night, The Lost Christmas Eve, their 2-disc Night Castle, and Letters from the Labyrinth. Trans Siberian Orchestra is also known for their extensive charity work and elaborate concerts, which include a string section, a light show, lasers, moving trusses, video screens, and effects synchronized to music. Both Billboard magazine and Polestar have ranked them as one of the top 10 ticket-selling bands in the first decade of the new millennium. Their path to success was unusual in that, according to O'Neill, TSO is the first major rock band to go straight to theaters and arenas, having never played at a club, never having an opening act, and never being an opening act. Wow. Origins and formation. Paul O'Neill managed and produced rock bands including Aerosmith, Humble Pie, AC/DC, Joan Jett, and Scorpions, later producing and co-writing albums by the progressive metal band Sabotage, where he began working with John Oliver, who had left Sabotage to spend time with his family and take care of personal matters. Al Pitrelli and Robert Kinkle. Okay, yeah, this is just a long blurb on, so he worked with John Oliver, Al Pitrelli, and Robert Kinkle. O'Neill took his first steps into rock music in the 70s when he started the progressive rock band Slow Burn, for whom he was the lyricist and co-producer. What was intended to be the band's debut album was recorded at Jimi Hendrix Electric Lady Studios and engineered by Dave Whitman. Although Whitman's engineering was capturing the exact sound O'Neill was hearing in his head, O'Neill was having trouble with it because many of his melodies were between 2 and 3 octaves. Rather than releasing an album that he was not happy with, he shelved the project, but continued working in the industry at Contemporary Communications Corp., also known as Lieber and Krebs. Over the years, O'Neill continued to work as a writer, producer, manager, and concert promoter. In '96, he accepted Atlantic Records' offer to start his own band. He built the band on a foundation created by the marriage of classical and rock music and the artists he idolized: ELP, Queen, Yes, The Who, and Pink Floyd, and hard rock bands such as Aerosmith and Led Zeppelin, and the multiple lead vocalists of the R&B groups The Temptations and The Four Tops. He brought in Oliver, Kinkle, and Pitrelli to help start the project. O'Neill has stated, "My original concept was 6 rock operas, a trilogy about Christmas, and maybe 1 or 2 regular albums." In the 80s, I was fortunate enough to have visited Russia. If anyone has ever seen Siberia, it's incredibly beautiful but incredibly harsh and unforgiving as well. The one thing that everyone who lives there has in common that runs across it in relative safety is the Trans Siberian Railway. It's a long ass sentence, man. Life too can be incredibly beautiful, but also incredibly harsh and unforgiving. And the one thing that we all have in common that runs across it in relative safety is music. It was a little bit overly philosophical, but it sounded different, and I like the initials TSO. 2017 deaths and subsequent touring. O'Neill died on April 5th, 2017 at age 61 while staying at an Embassy Suites by Hilton Hotel on the University of South Florida campus in Tampa. Cause of death, as determined by the Hillsborough County, Florida Medical Examiner's Office, was intoxication from a mixture of methadone, codeine, Valium, and doxylamine, and the manner of death as drug abuse. In June of 2017, the organization announced that they would continue with their Christmas-themed touring. The Ghost of Christmas Eve story, which they had performed in 2015 and 16, was announced as their story once again for the 2017 tour. David Z, bassist for TSO, died July 14, 2017, while touring with Adrenaline Mob for their We the People tour. A tractor trailer veered off Interstate 74 in Florida and struck the RV that Adrenaline Mob was riding in. Fellow TSO and Adrenaline Mob member Russell Allen was also injured in the accident. For the 20th annual TSO Winter Tour in 2018, the band decided to once again tour with the Ghost of Christmas Eve Story. In 2019, TSO returned to the Christmas Eve and Other Stories show, which had previously been performed from the inaugural 99 tour through 2011. No tour will be held in 2020 due to continued mass gathering restrictions tied to the COVID-19 pandemic in the US. The band is instead doing a live stream performance for 2020 that fans can purchase tickets for and watch December 18th online. Okay, wow, it just goes on and on. Okay, let's read two more paragraphs. TSO's influence. In 2009, a group of musicians from the Metro New York area formed a band called the Wizards of Winter, inspired by TSO. The Wizards released their own limited release Christmas album in 2011 while performing a mixture of TSO and original material in live concerts. In 2013, four of the original members of TSO, Tommy Ferris, Guy Lamoniere, Tony Gaynor, and Michael Lanning, toured as guests with the Wizards of Winter. Another original TSO vocalist, Joe Saraceno, toured with them in 2014. The band released two new Christmas albums, with Guy Lamoniere and Tony Gaynor joining the band as full members. The band now performs their own original material when touring, with a few TSO songs added. In June 2018, longtime TSO drummer John O'Reilly also joined the Wizards of Winter as a full member. Nice. It's nice. It's great that you've got some place to go, you know. Yeah, it just keeps going on here. Fans and crew, and some of their really, really good charity works and stuff like that. But let's skip down to the last paragraph, though. Over the years, O'Neill consistently thanks the audience, referring to them as the second half of TSO, and that without them, TSO would just be notes and words echoing in an empty arena. The fans' enthusiasm and energy power the stage. The fans' enthusiasm and energy power the stage show as much, if not more, than any local electric company. Unquote. All right, man. So that is our look at the Trans Siberian Orchestra TSO and Jennifer's 10-song playlist. Good compilation, Jennifer, and thank you for introducing me to something new. Great sound, great energy, great presentation. Man, that shit would blow my mind. And that in Green Bay there, that venue, like I said, I would want to be in like row 20 middle so that my periphery can just capture every single thing going on. That's where you want to be. Fantastic, man. All right. Sorry, I'm just scrolling down here. See what so Jeffrey, got a reaction for you coming up, man. This is Jeffrey Davis. Joshua, Attire, Jack, Akachita, got reactions coming up for you folks. And on this platform, on the other platform, we're getting close to the weekend, so I'll be doing a Led Zeppelin reaction. I believe I got an Akachita reaction on that platform as well, too. So lots to do, man. Anyways, guys, thank you very much. Jennifer, thank you for introducing me to TSO. I definitely would like to check out some more of their stuff. And I have a feeling their concept albums would be really, really awesome, especially if I have something to read and a guide as to what the story is about, what's happening, you know, the long orchestral piece. You got to be visualizing maybe a battle or an aftermath of a battle, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Stuff that will really engage your imagination. I'm sure that these guys have done stuff like that in depth. So anyway, maybe down the road we'll do that, and I'll make an exception for the length of time. Usually with album reactions, I like to limit it to 10 songs and about 45 minutes. If I open up the floodgates, it gets ridiculous. Some people have sent me shit that takes me well over an hour. I think the record was almost 3 hours, not even thinking about, hey, you know, let me try and be considerate and this and that. So I've really crack down hard on the limitations of time. My most important valuable essence of my life is the time to do this shit. So that's why I'm really aggressive with how much of my time goes into this, and I have to guard my time. It's the most important thing to me. So that's why I usually say to a lot of folks, sorry, limit your album reactions to this, to this, to this, to this, just so you know. All right. So anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you again, Jennifer, and I look forward to doing some more of TSO down the road. So until then, take care. I'll see you in my next reaction. Peace.